born, or where are you from?
Here in Benghazi. Actually, I'm from Tunisia, but I've born here in Benghazi and I've raised all my life here.
So you're Libyan.
I'm Libyan, yeah.
Do you have any connection still to Tunisia? Do you go to Tunisia?
No, no.
So no family in Tunisia?
I have my family in Tunisia, but most of my family lives here in Libya, and I've born here in Libya. So it's not that important to me to go to Tunisia anymore. Especially that my family and I were not good together in Tunisia. So I love Libya and stay in Libya.
Okay, Quiz. Why did your family move to Libya from Tunisia?
My dad was a politician, and he had to move from Tunisia because he was against the Tunisian government. And then he moved first to Algeria, and he came then to Libya. In Libya, he got murdered in 1993. They were saying that there's like cooperation from the Libyan government and the Tunisian government to kill my dad. Actually, we know nothing about this till now, but since he dies, like I had another 5 million dad here in Libya, and I get to live here, and I didn't feel like I'm awkward or like I feel like I'm not in my country. I feel like Libyan, like another Libyan girl. So that's why I'm Libya.
Okay, Quiz. So now, how did you learn English so well?
I lived for a while in Italy, Sardinia, and all my family used to speak English, not Italian, so I had to speak English too. It was my first language actually. And then I had to speak Arabic. But I'm starting losing my language right here because in Libya there's no much people who speaks English, so you can talk to. So you're losing your language when you stay in Libya so much with not talking with anyone English. Especially that Muammar al-Gaddafi had prevented the English language from schools, from everywhere, because he was saying that he's against anything from the East. So one of his biggest problem was with English, and that's why he stopped so much people to speak English.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
And did you learn Italian at all?
No.
No Italian?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Have any plans to learn other languages?
French.
French?
Yeah.
Are you learning French now?
I'd love to. I'm planning to. Yeah.
I know just a little French. I took that in school, so. Okay, so what were you doing before the revolution?
Before the revolution, I was pre-medical student. It was actually my first year in medicine, and then get the revolution and we stopped studying. I did like any other girl would do here in Libya. We go to school, we go back home. There's not much place to go out here in Libya actually, and there's nothing to do except studying and living so simply here in Libya.
Okay. So what was it? So you just kind of described what it was like before the revolution. So what was the music and art situation like in Libya before the revolution?
Really hard, really hard. Especially music. So much kinds of music got prevented from Gaddafi before. One of them was rap. Rap and hip hop was one of the artists which you can't sing or you can't hear here in Libya. He was, we all know that so much rappers can say what they don't like about government or about anything in the world in their songs. So he was like avoiding anything would say no to him. So he stopped rap, he stopped so much music, and except traditional music, there wasn't like, we have no country music blues or other bands. We have no bands anyway. Here in Libya before revolution, if you're gonna have your own band or you're gonna play guitar or something, you're gonna do this in secret. No one gonna know this about you. So this like he killed music and artists here in Libya. Any artist or any musician had to leave or to move to Egypt, Tunisia, any other country to do whatever he wants. But here in Libya, it was really hard to him to do the thing that he really wants. We doesn't even have like movies or series, Libyan series, really good one. We didn't at the past, no.
Okay, but in the last 10 years, though, you were able to get like Western music, other Arabic music, and movies from the West as well, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It still wasn't. You can't do these things. Being so free when you're doing these things. We don't have cinemas here in Libya. So this is the biggest example that artists, movies, these things is not even important here in Libya. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna have to be like, we have specific people who call the fifth column. I'm sure you know the fifth column.
I will.
Yeah. So these people here in Libya were the people who owns money, owns everything in Libya, because they were with Gaddafi. So if he's gonna produce movie or something, he's gonna say whatever Gaddafi wants to say, nothing else. If you're gonna if you would like to discuss a specific problem, which is in Libya, you can't do this. You can't like producing movie or something talking about a specific problem, which is Libyan people or Libyan guys facing here in Libya. So you only gonna produce your movie or you're serious about maybe comedy things.
I will.
Yeah.
Very good. So, what is the situation like, or what was the situation like for women who want to have careers, say in media or just different careers, like say before the revolution?
We can't say that women in the past, before the revolution, were were tired or something. Actually, Gaddafi were supporting women. He was really. Women in Libya, they were in courts, they were in hospitals, they were everywhere. They had really good places. One of them is Huda bin Amir. I don't know if you've ever heard about her.
Hanging?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's her. So she had really good places in the Libyan government. She's women, but Gaddafi were supporting women here in Libya, but still in his specific way. If you're gonna be if you wanna get any good place in government, or you're gonna study, even doing master, doing anything, you're gonna study Al-Gaddafi's ideas and Al-Gaddafi's theories, so that you can finish your study.
Oh, the Green Book.
Yeah, the Green Book. So he's insulting other people's mind. It's like he keeps making you think the way he wants, not the way you want. So that any woman, it's like they were even afraid to go out, because and sometimes Al-Gaddafi and his sons, they were saying that Al-Gaddafi picking the woman that he wants when she's being so famous or being so good in something. So that so much women actually even afraid to go out or to be good in something, so that he can see her or he can take him or his sons, you know. So I don't know. I'm hoping after the revolution women would be better in Libya, especially that so much women cheered. I don't know how to say that in English, but they were really good in revolution. They did everything that men did. They even went to front lines, you know. So Libyan women especially had their own part in this revolution very strongly. And I think that they're going to continue and they're going to do this better than previous days or coming days. I hope so.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, very good. Well, with that, do you think more women will continue, or women will continue to wear the hijab, or do you think they'll slowly stop wearing hijab?
Hijab is not about Gaddafi.
No.
It's not. It's about Islam, you know.
I will.
So much women believe that it's better for them to wear hijab or being veiled, and it's not here, especially here in Libya. It's like not the, it's not so Islamic so that they can punish girl which is not wearing hijab or something. I'm not veil. I don't wear hijab, and no one misunderstand me or tell me anything about this. You know, so it's not. It's upon what you want. You want to wear hijab, so do it. You don't, so do it. It's as you like here in Libya. It's not upon a specific thing that you're gonna wear it or not. You know, it's about Islam. If you're so close to God and your family and your traditional will push you to wear hijab, you will. And if you don't want it, it's okay. So much people, so much girls here in Libya doesn't wear hijab.
Well, see, in the United States and Europe, I think they misunderstand the hijab. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm also trying to show people what Islam's really like. And that
Actually, hijab, even I know so much of my friends are wearing hijab. It's not commanding them with something, or it doesn't stop them from doing something. They go out, they work, they do everything any other girl would do in the world with their hijab. It doesn't, even in their clothes, you know. Maybe she have to wear a little bit clothes, you know, wear or something, but it doesn't stop her to do anything. So much girls here in Libya wear hijab and they do whatever any other girl would do in the world. We go out, they go to school, they go to college, and it doesn't stop them. It doesn't prevent them. Even they present on TV with their hijab, with their own hijab.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to.
Yeah,
thanks. This is what I'm actually trying to show people.
No, it's not. It's not problem. Hijab. It doesn't make any difference or any problem for Arabic or for Islam, for Muslim girl here in Libya or even in any other like Arabic country. I don't think so.
Except maybe Saudi Arabia.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my goals too, is to show the West what Islam's really like, because there are a lot of false ideas, a lot of misunderstandings. Does that make sense?
Yes. You know, Muslims and Arab girls especially have their own theory in hijab. It's like when you have two candies, one closed and one open, which one would you choose? You know? So.
Okay. So what effect do you think the outside world is having on the youth? Like with music, culture, arts?
Libya is one of the countries who's really close to their own traditionals and their old, like the old way to think, you know. But youth here in Libya are starting to know other cultures, and they're starting to know so much other things from the West. And actually, it doesn't go bad here in Libya, because they're taking, I'm sorry for saying that, but I guess, and I think that people here start taking what's good in West and make it even better. The way you think in West and the freedom you have in West, we have it here in Libya, but with red lines. Everyone knows that even freedom have red lines. When you go behind this, you're being dangerous, in danger place. So they having, for example, with the music. Now after revolution, we have so much bands which playing rap, rock, hip hop, all of these kind of musics. But still, we can't say that even in word and lyrics, they don't say anything. They saying what doesn't mean and what doesn't. They still respect what people can hear. So you can, for example, you can't listen to Libyan song and you're gonna say, oh, this kid can't listen to this, because you can't find anything would hurt the kid. You know, so much things came from even outfits. So much things youth had from West, they're making here better and better, not bad. So actually, I'm one of the people who dealing with so much. I have so much people, so much friends in West, And even I have so much friends start thinking the way you people think in West. It does go cool here. It does go good, and it's even they're doing this better and better, because we have red lines that we can't go across it.
But in my country, we have red lines too.
No.
It might not appear that way to you, but for instance, you're allowed to show violence on TV, a lot of violence, but you can't show other things on TV. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And you, other things that we in America are actually very, what's the word? Very limited in our thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there are major red lines. People in America generally don't understand what's happening outside in the other world.
I don't know. Actually, I have so much friends in States, and the way they think, I'm sorry for saying that, but they think that all Arabs and all Muslims wear hijab. They're not gonna talk to guys. They're like all girls can't talk to guys. I mean, it's like they can't think right, and their religion and their traditional will close them, and they think that all Muslims and all Arabs maybe could be tourists or something, but we're not. We're not. Even our religion saying that we're so peaceful people. We are. You can find so much Muslim and Arab people outside, and they're so open-minded, and they're so good, and they're so good educated. You can take these people as an example for you. It doesn't mean that we live in Libya, in Egypt, in any other Arabic country that we feel close or we're tourists or something. We're not. You're gonna people think the way we think about you. We think you're so open-minded. We think you have your own freedom, your own way to think, but we've never, for example, America been to Iraq, been to so much Arabic countries, so much horrible things happen to these countries, but we've never think these people are tourists or something, and we didn't even think that punishing or something. We didn't think of this. We even have friend of you here, and I guess so much journalists who came here in Libya knows the meaning of Libyan and Arab people. They're so generous, they're so good, they're so smart people. And actually, I'm inviting every American person who can see me to come to Libya and to see himself people the way they live here. It's not wrong, and we're not killing anyone, and not all of us wearing hijab. We're feeling so normal, we're living so normal, we're so open-minded, we think so good too.
So this is also another reason I'm here, because I've been around Islam a lot of my life. So I think for Americans, I understand it a lot better. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I always had Muslim friends. And I'm actually here in Libya also to show not only what's happening in Libya, but to what Muslim life is like, and how so similar it is to, you know, there's small differences between cultures, but the similarities are much greater. And that everybody wants human rights, everybody wants to live in dignity, everybody wants social justice. So I'm trying to show the United States and Europe that their fears are crazy. That I was here when bin Laden was killed. Nobody cared. Yeah. And I mean, this is what I'm trying to get across. But because the problem in my country is the people at the very top are using this to their advantage. That's how they could go into Iraq. That's how they could go into Afghanistan, because they get everybody scared. From like 9/11, they say, oh, they're all terrorists. So they get but that's what the government does. And now the government got the Americans really scared, so the Americans don't see what's actually happening. And this is why I'm here, to actually, my camera doesn't lie, so that I can show people what it's like. That
I wish that everyone like you, Matthew, show the real Arab people, the way they think, the way they do. And it's not just about you. There's so much Arab people back in States in Europe, and I wish they will do the same. They will tell people that we're not tourists, we're not crazy people, we're not freak, we're living so normal. We have our own traditional, we have our own history, which make us think our own way, but it doesn't wrong. Being different doesn't mean being awkward. Being different doesn't mean being wrong. You know what I mean? That's it.
Very good. Okay, so do you think, I mean, is it going to be difficult for Libyans to keep their identity? Do you know
No.
what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
You'll always keep your identity. I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, I don't think. Inshallah.
Do you think Libya will become a good example for the rest of the world?
I'm sure. I'm sure. When Libyans went out and the beginning of the revolution, they were the best example for everyone that nothing can stop you or prevent you to take your own free. They were really good example. They were really, listen, I'm not gonna talk about what happened in Sirte and what happened to Gaddafi at the end, but I'm gonna talk about the beginning. When bunch of guys went out, they got their bullets with nothing. They didn't have weapons, didn't have guns, didn't have nothing. They just said, you know, even the beginning of the revolution was about really simple things. You guys might have it so normal back in the States and Europe, but here in Libya, we're so rich country, and we don't have these things: health, underbuilt, education. We have nothing here. You know, they didn't ask for so much. They asked for their own basics, for own rights. It's not wrong. And what happened? He killed them. Gaddafi killed them. There's more than 70,000 martyrs. 10,000 like lost people. So much girls have been raped at the revolution. So when you put these people, all of them together inside, and Gaddafi in the other side, believe me, there's so much important, and there's so much we do care about our people. It's not easy, especially here in Benghazi. You've been here in Benghazi, you've seen the people. It's too small city, and all of us know each other. You know, the 17th of February and the 18th of February, when they were telling that there's so much people are dying outside and girls couldn't go on these days, actually, it was really quite danger for them. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm pretty sure that I know so much guys who got killed. I'm pretty sure, because I know so much people. Here in Benghazi, tribes and people and families all knows each others. So it's like every day Gaddafi killed my brother, my cousin, my dad, you know. It's not about violence. It doesn't mean that we love violence, but at the beginning, we asked for these days so peaceful. And when he answered with his own weapons. He answered with bullets, so that we had to take our freedom from him with bullets and with violence. That's it. But it doesn't mean that we love these things. Believe me, so much people and so much Libyan families who lost their kids, they even felt sad when Gaddafi got murdered. Can you imagine the way that these people think? We're still better than this man. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry because he got murdered. I'm not. When I think, I'm not.
Well, for me, I mean, I can't imagine. It's easy for other people to say, well, you know, well, that's wrong. But how do we know how we would act? You know, if Gaddafi killed my whole family, I'd be very angry. And who knows what I'd do? I'd probably go crazy. If I saw Gaddafi, I'd go crazy.
You know something? I'll tell you. My friend went to Misrata when Gaddafi got killed, and he was telling me a really weird story that a kid went to where Gaddafi were laid in Misrata, and he saw him dead. So he went out and he started jumping in the air and he started yelling. So one of the Sky News reporters, I guess he's Stuart Ramsey or something, he was like, ask about him. What's the matter with him? Why is he so happy? He felt so weird. So when my friend asked, it was like they were telling him that that kid, they killed his father and his mother, and they tied him to door, and they raped his 2 sisters in front of him. So would you imagine what would someone in the States would do if he saw Gaddafi, if that happened to him?
Same thing. Same. People are the same.
It's the same. When
People
you
are,
lose
yeah.
someone really close to you, and when you lose one of your family, it's not going to be so much different, believe me.
Well, you know, one of my heroes now is Matty Zhu.
He's all Libyans here.
Yeah, I did the film on him, and I met his daughters, and it's the hardest interview I've ever done in my life. But I mean, I'm also bringing the film here to, I'm advertising it and showing the Libyan people, and also showing the rest of the world this amazing story of what a regular guy, really a regular guy, what he did, and what his sacrifice meant for Libya. That he gave the footing for the revolution.
Yeah, he did. So much people may think that Libya revolution, like Tunisia, at the beginning of the revolution, they were thinking like, it's okay, just let them. We didn't have, at the beginning, we didn't have media, we didn't have internet, we didn't have even phone calls. So he was killing us, he was killing people, and no one even knew about this here in Libya. So much people at the beginning, they were saying like, it's okay, it's going to be like the Tunisian or the Egyptian revolution, 20 or 25 days, and it's going to end with leaving Gaddafi. But it wasn't like that, because Hosni Mubarak or Zayn al-Abidin, with all they did, with all their faults, they didn't do what Gaddafi did in 17th February. Al-Katiba, they were murdered more than 600 guys that day, and didn't even have weapons. They didn't. So when you see someone like Mahdi Zhu, he sacrificed his life, he's almost sacrificed his girls. He loves his daughters, we're sure about this. And he sacrificed seeing them again just because he wanted this to stop. So much guys got killed in the front of the Katiba. One of them were like 15 years old. Child. So he was really big hero. And I don't think that Libyan history or any history will forget Al-Mahdi Zhu.
I'll make sure he doesn't forget. We don't forget in the West. Inshallah, that everybody in the West can see my film and know what Mahdi Zhu did.
I wish. I really wish.
So. And next page.
Okay.
So excellent so far, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go a couple easier questions first. So,
okay.
What do you love about Libya?
What do I love about Libya? Tribes. I really do. Because here in Libya, so much people think that tribes, even after the revolution, so much people thinking that Libya we should stop thinking as tribes. We should think as persons. But I really love tribes in Libya. It's like we all one big family, you know. We all connected. We all know each other's. Even in our feasts or something, you can't see someone have his own. We call the Eid. You can't see someone staying at the feast alone or something. You're seeing so much families together. When you have problem or when you get into really big problem, you find not only your brother or your father standing with you, the whole city. That's what I really love about Libya. Libyans are so peaceful, are so good. I'm not Libyan. I'm Tunisian. But I don't feel Tunisian. I've never felt that I'm Tunisian. From the heart, I feel I'm Libyan. These people have treated me since I've born, like I'm one of them. And they treated so much people like this. So there's so much Egyptians, Tunisians, Algerians, Moroccans, so much people lives here in Libya, which is not Libyans. But I don't think that any of them two have ever like think that they're not Libyan or something. They're so friendly here. I guess you well to know this.
Particularly Benghazi,
Yeah.
and the east, Beda, Darna, Tobruk.
Yeah, I love even the West. Even the West, they're so good. All Libya. I can't even imagine myself living anywhere else.
Shahat is my favorite place. So.
Of course,
Yeah.
nature there. I'm really sorry for nature here in Libya. You know, we have really good green mountains, rivers. Really, we have the longest coast on the Mediterranean Sea in the world here in Libya. We have so much rich things. We have really good nature, and no one get used these things really right. We would, you know, sometimes even Gaddafi ordered to burn so much places on the Green Mountain. So
when he attacked the Muslim separatists.
yes.
Yeah, he bombed the whole area. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You could see where he bombed it too. It's terrible.
It's treasure here in Libya. It's amazing sightseeings.
It belongs.
And he just destroyed it so easy.
It's a treasure for the world, is what it is, with the ruins.
I really feel weird when I think about Gaddafi and the way he used to think. He could have Libya is so big, and there's only 5 million people. He could have made Libya a really heaven, but he didn't. He destroyed it. He really did.
Okay, very good. So now, in a free Libya, a liberated Libya, why should people see Libya? Apart from some of the reasons you gave.
Why should people see Libya? You know, for being Libyan and being here, you can't say, for me there's more than 100 reasons. They should see Libya for Libyans, to see Libyans. They should come to see traditional here in Libya. We have really good traditions here in Libya, and it's really, even our history. Our history is so warm and so lovely. You know, I would like all the world knows Libyan's traditions and the way that Libyan people, all Libyan people used to live. It's really simple ways. It's really lovely and friendly people here in Libya. I would love everyone to come to Libya. There's so much things here in Libya you can see, and you can even live for.
Oh, very good. What about the food?
There's so much good food in Libya, like couscous.
What's your favorite food?
Aspan.
And what's that?
Aspan is, I don't know how to say this. You know,
Oh, I just had some.
Yeah.
Where you put rice and stuff in it?
yeah, it's really good with spices and Libyan stuff. It's really good. It's intestines like filled with rice and Libyan spices, and then they put it in the oven. It's being so delicious.
How about makmour?
Makmour. You have to try. You know what? Boumardem. It's cheap, and they put it on the sand. They bury it in the sand, and they burn it inside, so you can have like barbecue under the sand.
Ooh, it's very good.
Yeah, it smells very good too.
I'm very hungry right now. So.
You should.
So you couldn't live anywhere else?
No.
I don't blame you. Okay, so what's special about Benghazi?
What's special about Benghazi? Benghazi is special. The people here in Benghazi are special. The life here in Benghazi is special. You know, for so much people who came from other countries, like, oh God, you didn't have anything to entertain yourself. We didn't have clubs, we didn't have so much places to go out. But we're really living so simple, but we're so happy by living this way. We have really good sea here in Benghazi, good beaches. Our people, Benghazi's people are so friendly, and they're so brave. Even if you're not Libyan and you came from any other country and you need anything, they would give you even their lives. So I guess I would give my life to live here in Libya, and even after like 100 years, if they ask me where would you go except Libya, I'll say I'll go back to Benghazi. It's Benghazi.
There you go. Okay. Where will Libya be in 10 years, do you think? What will Libya look like in 10 years?
I can't answer this because I don't know. There's so much things that we're afraid of in this time. When Gaddafi said that Libya is not Tunis, it's not Tunisia, and it's not Egypt, he was right. Because here in Libya, it's like we're building our nation from zero, from nothing. We got nothing. We got no health, not education, not underbuilt. The biggest challenge ever is how to accept the other opinion. For 42 years, there were only one opinion, which is Gaddafi and the way he thinks. So when you're now asking people to start, even here Libyan people doesn't know what does it mean politics or democracy. So now suddenly you're asking these people to know all of these things, to know what does it mean politics parties, and you ask them to know what does it mean democracy and how to accept the other people's opinion. This is going to be the hardest challenge for me, actually, and I wish we're going to pass this safe. I wish.
Okay, inshallah. I hope so.
I hope so.
So what kind of music do you like?
Me? Rock.
Any bands besides Guys Underground? I know you like Guys Underground.
I love Guys Underground. They're their first band after Revolution. They're singing rock and they're really good. I love. I'm crazy with Prime Circle, Evanescence. I don't know. So much other bands.
American bands?
No.
No American rock.
No.
Because Guys Underground sounds like American rock.
Yeah, I know. Well, I do. American? No.
Okay.
No.
What activities do you like besides?
Basketball.
Do you play basketball?
I love watching basketball, but I'm not playing basketball.
Like NBA?
Of course.
Who's your favorite team?
Michael.
Who?
I love Michael Jordan. He's my favorite player.
But what team do you like to watch? The Lakers, the Bulls.
I love the Bulls.
Yeah,
They're really good.
They used to be really good.
They still.
When I was 15 years ago, they were the best. When they had Michael Jordan.
Still. Still. Believe me, still.
But actually, that's the team I support.
Bulls?
I'm a Bulls fan.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Every Chicago team I support. The Bears, the Bulls.
So you love Chicago?
For some reason, yes.
Okay.
Even though I live in Los Angeles. But I wanted to also comment that the beauty of Benghazi is I've never felt in danger here.
As American, would you ever think that you come to live here in Benghazi?
Definitely.
Cool.
Each day, it becomes clearer and clearer, I think. There's something just beautiful about Benghazi, and it's not the city. It's the people in the city, as you said. And you guys have made me feel so welcome that, living in Los Angeles is very different, and it's very difficult compared to here. It's not as safe. Los Angeles is more dangerous. The people aren't very friendly because it's a big city. Los Angeles has 13 million people. Not as big as Cairo, but, Cairo's crazy, I have to say. But Los Angeles is, everybody is fake. Not everybody, but people generally are
Most
fake.
of them.
You don't know what they actually think, or you don't know what they're actually like, because everybody wears a mask. And
it's really, I don't know, it looks so scary to live in Los Angeles. Here in Libya, one of the basic which make place here safe, and maybe so much people will say, oh my God, she didn't say yes, but it's Islam.
Yeah.
I say it, it's Islam, because Islam's basics. You know, I'm really one of the people who think that if you've ever think to build an Islamic country, you will do the best choice. Because Islam had thought in every single things in life, you know. So we got, I mean, he got the right solution for every single problem in your life. So I don't know, but I think the most thing make, you know, you've lived here in Libya, and especially in Benghazi, and even in the middle of the revolution, in the middle, there weren't any security guys, there's no security men, no policemen, nothing outside, but it still was safe. Because it's not about policemen or security or something, it's about here, the way you think and the way you believe in Islam. You know, you're not doing wrong thing because you believe that this is, we call it haram, and this would make God maybe get upset from you.
As
so
opposed to the opposite is halal? Or no, it's not, I'm sorry, I don't
yeah,
remember.
it is the opposite of halal.
Okay.
It is haram.
Okay.
So here in Libya, the most thing which make the country so safe, and that so much Libyan people think in really Islamic way and they believe it. So they're not doing wrong because it's the guys or the security, or because they're afraid from people. Is that they're afraid from God. This is the most thing what make your country safe.
Very good. Okay, how many minutes do we have? We're doing very well with time too. Okay, so what places in the world though? I mean, you can live here, but what places would you like to see?
Paris.
Okay.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. You know, I grew up there.
Yeah, you told me that. I'd love to go there. I'm not interested to go to USA actually.
Hawaii is part of USA though.
Not really part of it. I don't think so. Hawaii have their own way to live, you know.
It's very Libyan.
Yeah, it is.
It actually is. But California, I'm not just saying this because I'm not from California, but California is one of the most beautiful places in the world. In Northern California, the people are like Libyans.
Really?
They're very laid back. Northern Californians are wonderful people.
I would love to know.
Yeah.
I would love to see California once.
Like Golden Gate Bridge. You know the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yes.
Yeah. California's beautiful. How about India?
I love India. I love India, but I didn't think that I really want to go to India. I don't know.
Even if not to see the Taj Mahal?
No. No. Doesn't that.
And why Malaysia?
The way they live, their food.
I agree with you there.
I don't know, their nature.
What about Thailand?
Still Malaysia the best for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. When you look back on your life in 50 years, what would you like to have accomplished? Does that make sense?
50 years?
So you'll be almost 70, you'll be 69.
Yes.
And what would you like to have done in your life?
I don't know. I guess I've done everything I'd love to. I lived my life the way I want. I don't think that there's something. I guess the most thing I'm gonna do if it's like I was 70 and would think that why I didn't do it, I would go out on 17th of February.
Okay.
Because I didn't go out on this day, and I'm really sorry for that, and I really feel bad for that.
Oh. but maybe it's, you know, it was your fate not to.
Right.
Right? Very good. Let's see. I didn't want to ask that one yet. We'll get to the music festival in 1 second, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, why should I move to Libya? Apart from all the reasons.
Why should you live to Libya? Come live to Libya. Okay. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. But maybe maybe just to see to live the Libyan life that we have, the simple way that we live here in Libya, and to know our traditions. And I would hope that once you're gonna move some of them to United States.
Or I stay here.
Or you stay here, and you can do both.
This is true.
Yeah, you can do both.
The nice thing is here is I blend in. And what am I missing? Okay, regarding the music festival. So I told you that idea a couple weeks ago.
Yes,
And
and
so-
I was so happy for it.
And how would you like to be a spokesperson for it?
How?
Like a spokesperson for the festival.
You told me that Guys Underground are one of the spots.
Yeah, they are, but how would you feel to be that?
It would be my pleasure. I would love to.
So what do you think the music festival will bring to Libya? How can it help?
First of all, it's the first time something like that happened here in Libya. It will show so much people here in Libya other types of music, which they don't know, and I'm sure about this. Not all of Libyans would listen to Western music or to English songs or something. So it's going to be a full new experiment for Libyans to go through, and so much people would have fun in this.
So we're thinking of mostly Libyan bands, but some from Lebanon, from Egypt, from Tunisia.
Cool.
Probably, unless we get somebody like you too, which, you know, that it'll be difficult with such short, because it's February 20th, but I'd
Yeah.
like to keep this an Arab Spring
Mhm.
music festival personally. For the Libyan people, by the Libyan people. And I think there's no better way to show.
In this way, you're gonna even give a real big chance for so much Libyan bands and Libyan singers to go out and to show them to people, because so much people got buried in this revolution. Actually, they were singing at the beginning, and there's like, you know, like any other place, so much other people came, and it was like more than 120 bands in the revolution or something, so that you can even stop listening to music. You can't even recognize anymore who's singing, because there's so much of them. So such a festival is going to show these talents and these people, these singers to people. Can help them a lot.
How many people do you think we could get to show up at Sahat Kish?
Thousands,
Easily?
easily.
Do you know, what do you think about Masoud Basir, the guy on the...
I really love this guy. At the beginning, I didn't have his name. I didn't know his name actually, but he's one of the most loved person here in Libya, because he was singing for the revolutionaries at the front lines, and even that day he was injured, and he kept singing with his guitar. So have this spirit in such festival, it would be great.
So he's also a spokesman for the festival. So, and, you know, he's really excited about this. And, you know, he's famous in the United States.
No.
There's been, they call him the Bob Dylan of Libya. I'm not kidding.
Cool.
I think he's the Bob Marley of Libya, though. He's a lot like Bob Marley to me. So, and I hope to the rest of the world can enjoy him like I have. Because he's a special person. He's a very
Do you know
nice-
that he lives a really simple life,
Yeah.
and he didn't even, no one knows him before the revolution, you know that?
Yeah.
So much talents were buried, and they start to grow up and to show up in this revolution, and I'm so happy for that. I guess we're seeing a new revolution in artists and in music in Libya, especially even when you go out these days in roads, you can see so much people draw things on walls and stuff.
Yeah.
So much talents are growing and are showing themselves in this revolution. I'm so happy for that. It's a new revolution for me.
How about you? Are you an artist?
I was playing guitar.
You play guitar.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing guitar?
3 years.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
What type of, do you like Spanish guitar or?
No, classic. Mine is classic. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
I tried to play folk before, but it was suck, so I didn't.
Is there anything you like playing? You like classical music?
Classical music is the best for me.
Very good.
Yeah. And the easy.
And
And the most easy one for me. Yeah.
okay, very good. So,
But as a girl, we can't I haven't played in front of people before, or only with my friends. I do this.
do you think you'll ever play in front of people?
No, I don't think so.
Not even 2 or 3 people?
2 or 3 people, it's okay. It's I play for my friends sometimes, but not people, you know.
Okay. Well, very
Okay.
good. And last question. Do you think you'll continue being a TV presenter? Or do you think you'll go back to become a doctor?
I'm believing that when someone wants to do something, whatever it was, he can do it. And I decided that I'm gonna finish both of them. I'll be presenter, and I'll be a doctor too. I'm gonna start my study on Tuesday this week, and I'll continue with my agency Lian TV. It's really, I love both of them. Being doctor, especially at the revolution, the first day I went out in the revolution was 3rd of May, and I've been to hospital. So I felt so happy because you feeling you're helping so much people, and in so simple way. Even if you gave him morphine or something, it's really simple things you do for them, and you help them a lot. You can save lives. What would be better, you know?
Yeah.
And two, at the same time, in media, at the beginning of the revolution, so much people didn't know what happened to Libyans. So I was so happy for being the first reporter in Libya Al-Ahrar, which was the first Libyan channel go out in the revolution and tell what happening to Libyan people.
You're the first
showing the
reporter?
truth, yes.
You know that you're going to always be famous for that. Very good.
Yeah, it was my pleasure really to do this.
Now, what type of reports do you do now with Lian?
Now it's like I do so much types of reports. Most of them to show that Libyan people are building their new nations. Most of my reports now is like basing on this, you know. I'm showing so much people doing great things now to building. At the beginning, I was showing the crimes of Al-Gaddafi in my reports for Lian TV, and I had like more than 12 reports. It was talking about people were hanging and people were get killed from Al-Gaddafi in 90s, 80s, and so old time, you know. It was all about Al-Gaddafi and his crimes and the revolution. But now I'm basing on my reports that I'm gonna show the people how Libyan people gonna build their own new nation from zero, and they're gonna build it right this time, I wish.
Very good. And what type of doctor would you like to be?
Anastasia.
An anesthetist?
Yes.
And why? Why that?
I don't know. I guess it's too unique. There's so much doctors of this type here in Libya and Arab countries. they're helping a lot for me. They're doing really hard job. For some people, it's really small time that you do in surgery or something, but it's really hard. It's really hard work, and it needs so much study. And I love challenge myself to study this. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do.
Very good. And healthcare. How long is it going to take for the Libyan healthcare to improve, or to? Because I've been to the hospitals and they're in a pretty bad state. Like the children's hospital is falling apart.
It's really, I don't know, but yesterday they were like, Saturday they were opening, last Saturday they were opening a new Jordan Libyan hospital here in Libya, and I think this is really good beginning for opening new hospitals and proving hospitals and health here in Libya. But I think it's gonna take a lot of times, because even doctors, fortunately, doctors here in Libya need so much times to education for medicine. Here in Libya we're stuck, actually, so that it doesn't, it makes so much bad doctors here in Libya. So I think it's gonna take so much time to prove this and to make it better.
But you'll be a good doctor.
I wish, I hope so.
Okay, we're just out of tape. That was a very nice interview.
Thank you, it was my pleasure to